Yo, what is up, Sex Beast, Crazy Rabbit here, and today I have a pretty interesting theory video for you guys. So today's theory is that souls are the key to power, so let's go and get this shit started. So basically what I'm trying to say is that souls are the key to powering up whoever's in charge. So whether that be Richtofen, Maxis, Samantha, or the Shadow Man, because I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that in Black Ops 3 and Shadows of Evil that the Shadow Man is probably going to be in charge of everything. And I'm pretty sure this is safe to assume that souls are the key to power, because if we go back to Black Ops 1 and we're playing on Moon, after we've done the Moon Easter egg, Samantha gives us some very interesting quotes. She says, "Don't kill the zombies, he'll just gain power when you do. Stop tempting us to kill Edward. No matter how many you kill, we cannot win this way. And he just wants you to earn points faster." So it seems like Samantha is trying to warn us to not get kills as fast as we are, to not kill zombies as quickly as we are, because every time you kill a zombie, he gets more and more power. Richtofen gets stronger and stronger for every zombie you kill. And if we go back to one of the steps when we're actually doing the Moon Easter egg, at one point you have to kill zombies around the pyramid and their souls are going to get sucked up into the tube, and you're basically powering up the pyramid. You're basically getting all these zombie souls into the pyramid. And if we even go back to some of the radios on Moon, at one point they kill a rat and the rat's soul goes into the pyramid, and they eventually figure out that souls are the key to powering it up. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that every time you kill a zombie soul, whoever's in charge gets stronger and stronger, because that soul is going to go to them and they're going to get more and more power. And maybe sometimes not all the souls go straight to powering up the pyramid. As we know from Maxis, some souls travel to the ether after death. Some souls don't exactly get to rest in peace forever. Some souls go straight to the ether. Before the events of Moon, Maxis was actually shot right in front of the pyramid, and that's where he supposedly died, but his soul actually traveled to the ether, and we can tell that from the Moon Easter egg and the events from Black Ops 2, that not all souls get to rest in peace. Some of them travel straight to the ether after death. Now you might be wondering, well, how does this fit in with Black Ops 3? Now I have a theory. Now this theory is not really based on much facts. It's sort of just me thinking of stuff. And eventually down the road I might actually change my theory, or I might add on to it. Who knows? We will see once the map comes out. But what I think is that I think the Shadow Man was at one point a living human being. He died, but his soul didn't get to die, really, so to say. His soul went straight to the ether. And very similar to Maxis, he wants to get out, but he needs power. Now Maxis' way of getting out was to power up the pylons and sort of go a different approach from how anybody else would do it. What I think the Shadow Man wants to do is get enough zombie souls to where he has enough power to get out. Now maybe he has an ulterior motive for getting out, or maybe he just wants to rest in peace. But I feel like he wants to get out and stay out. But maybe once he gets out, he may not be the nicest person in the world, because as we do know that there might be a stronger power, there might be a greater evil in zombies that we are currently unaware about, and maybe this greater evil, and I'll put an annotation on screen to the link to the video, that maybe this greater evil has already corrupted the Shadow Man. Maybe the Shadow Man at one point was actually a good guy. Maybe the greater evil had corrupted his soul, and now he's basically a puppet for this greater evil. And from what we know of the Shadow Man, he's very untrustworthy, and we don't really know his true motives. He can turn like that, we don't really know what his true motives are. And this is coming straight from Robert Picardo, the guy who actually voices him, is that the Shadow Man is very untrustworthy. So the Shadow Man might actually be torturing these evil people. From the Shadows of Evil main characters that we're playing as, they all seem to be pretty bad human beings. You know, they've all done something really bad, and it might look like the Shadow Man is actually a good guy. You know, he's torturing these evil people. Good for him. He might have different motives for what he's actually doing. Maybe he picked these evil people because he knows that they're going to kill all these zombies, and they're going to keep powering and powering him up so that way he can eventually get set free. Now that's sort of the part in this theory that I just don't have any evidence to support, and that I'm sort of just saying that this is what I think, because I can't really find what else would piece together and what else would sort of be his motive for picking evil people. Maybe somewhat deep down he's actually a good guy, but that's just the one thing I cannot figure out, is why he's targeting evil people. I mean, it might just seem like he's picking evil people because they've sinned, and maybe it's easier to get a sinned soul than a clean soul. That would sort of be a good reason for why Maxis was sort of there, because his soul wasn't exactly the cleanest. So maybe he's targeting evil people because their souls are easier to get. He puts them in like their own little dimension and just sends waves and waves of zombies after them, so that way they kill and kill and kill. And of course it's going to be a way out, sort of like how the Mob of the Dead group had a way out. The Mob of the Dead group, all they had to do was break the cycle, and once they broke the cycle, they were actually free and their souls could rest in peace. But that's sort of assuming that the Shadow Man was also in charge of Mob of the Dead, and I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that maybe he was. I would put all my money on that he's in charge of Mob of the Dead group, and we just didn't know about it yet. But the Shadow of Evil group might be going through the same thing. He might have picked these souls that have been corrupted and full of sin, because they're easier to get. He put them in their own little dimension and just sent waves and waves of zombies at them, hoping that they'll keep making the same mistake and continuing the cycle, so that way he just gets more and more zombies kills, so that way he gets stronger and stronger. And the Easter egg in Shadow of Evil will probably be the characters doing the same thing in Mob of the Dead. They're going to try to figure out a way to get out of this little pocket dimension, their own little hell. They're going to figure out a way to get out of that, so that way they can finally rest in peace, because maybe they actually did die. I feel like maybe the Shadows of Evil group all had one connection. They all knew one person, or they all had some similar connection that ended up being their deaths. They ended up dying because of it. And after they died, the Shadow Man collected their souls and put them in their own little dimension, so to say, and basically just sent zombie after them so he can get more and more power. Now, what's his end goal? I can't really say. Maybe he's trying to get free. Maybe he's trying to get more power so he could do something. I can't really say what his end goal is until I actually get the Shadows of Evil map. But that's basically my theory, is that I think the Shadow Man is trying to collect kills so that way he can get stronger and stronger and maybe do whatever he wants to do when he gets out, man. I don't really know. He has his own motives. YOLO, swag, 420. Stuff like that, yeah. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm very curious to know, add on to this theory, because this theory is loosely based, and I basically just came up with a theory because I'm trying to put pieces and pieces of this map together, and I want to know your guys' opinions, so put it in the comments, and if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe when they're ready. Peace.
Don't kill the zombies! He just gains power when you do! Stop tempting us to kill Edward! You just gave Teddy more power! No matter how many you kill, we cannot win this way!
Mr. Log 1075. Dr. Schuster and I have spent countless hours with the pyramid device in an attempt to understand how it functions. We have made little progress until now. Today, we uncovered what looks to be some kind of tank with a glass-like front. The glass itself seems... I've got you now, rat! Kill it, Schuster! Did you see that? Look! The capacitor is illuminated. The tank is filling. The machine! It seems to be activated. What did you do? I think we just discovered what powers this machine.
Daddy!
I love you, Samantha.
I love you too, Daddy.
Can you do something for me? Something very important.
Yes.
Kill them all. We are doomed.
Ha 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 ha!